Welcome to her story. We are playing this game blind and the game gives us nothing. All we know is we are able to watch interrogation videos. A woman we don't know anything about is telling us things that don't make sense. Yet, can we figure out what happened and why? Welcome to her story. I don't know anything about the game. It was requested, so that's why I'm playing it. What I did so far is I clicked search. That's it. And I tried to mess around with this because I can do this, which makes it better viewable. How do you say it in normal English? But this makes it more realistic. So I'm kinda, how do you say it? Kinda want to do this. Because with the dirty screen and all, it's just the way, computers look. So I searched murder, and I guess we're just gonna watch these videos. I don't know anything about the game, so I guess I'll just start. So this is clip D141. Do I need to write something down? I don't know. Let's just play it.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
All right. She looks a bit guilty to me.
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Is the game gonna explain anything or not? Play.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
And the last one?
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other, just that. Stories.
Yep, definitely guilty. Because I think, I don't know, sometimes I like to watch these clips of real life investigations, and they kind of tell you what they do and how they do it. So I don't know if it's true or not. But basically, what I've learned a bit is that people who are guilty will try to negotiate, and they will say like, you have nothing on me, you can't prove it. While you're innocent, you'll probably be in shock and react like, how can you even think I could do this? And you would be way more, how do you say it? Say different things. Do I need to maybe search Simon? Oh, I guess. All right, so that's how this works, apparently.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things.
Yeah, I definitely need to write stuff down, so I'm gonna grab some pen and paper. So I'm just gonna rewatch this clip real quick to write down the name and stuff she's mentioning. Because I remember Simon Smith and something about Ernest Windowmaker.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things.
Mirror, artistic, beautiful things. All right. I'm trying to write it down next. See what she says.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. And border photo. They said a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
Right, photo. So I think I can search for that photo as well, right? So he's 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. I'm just writing stuff down. I don't know if I need it. Looks like I do. Next.
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
I'm writing it down. Rockington Arms or the Rock, I think she said, and Peter saw Simon had been for a few drinks. Is that? No, that's not how it works, right? That's the glass company. Next.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games, you know, climb the tower, save the princess, that kind of thing.
All right. What does strike out to me is that she's speaking about him in current tense. So how do you say it? Like he's still alive. He does this and he does that and he works here, instead of when you know someone's not alive anymore, you speak in past tense. She doesn't do that yet.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
All right, so she reported him missing, I think. Must have done something, she says. I have an awful pen, by the way. And also 61 entries. Well, how do I get to the other ones? I don't know how. Access limit to first 5. Oh, all right. So we're gonna look for, let me see, what did she say? Ernst Brothers. See if something pops up. One does, but it's the same video we already saw, I think.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things.
Yeah, so we saw this already. So let's try something else. What about holiday Rome? Didn't know if that pops up. Nope. Well, we saw that. Rome? No. Photo? We have 2 new ones.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know, when he has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not books so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
Likes TV, wears glasses. Right, next.
Yeah, we were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long, though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Photo bridesmaid. All right. So I guess this game just doesn't explain anything. Just you have to figure it out yourself. So I'm writing down all this stuff and I'm kind of looking for words that pop out to me that might help me find more. Why am I guest, by the way? Am I not a detective? The Rockington Arms, she said. Let's see. No? Did I get that wrong? The Rock? Oh, we have new ones.
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job, but he didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
Parents heard nothing. All right. So he was at the Rock on Friday, that we know.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess the Rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong.
I think you do know. Next. I don't know what to do with that video, by the way. No, nothing pops out to me.
No, no one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone knew from the Rock.
Simon knew from the Rock. What'd she say? 3-4 months ago? All right. I want to search Eric.
He was wearing a shirt, with a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric.
Ah.
He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Like Paddington, not at the house. All right. I'm gonna grab a different pen because this one is annoying me. All right, I also grabbed more paper because I'm gonna need that. Do we have more videos? We do. Oops, not that one. Play.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
I'm getting all this information and I don't know what to do with it. Next.
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one.
Eric convinced him. All right. Sounds like more than a boss to me.
Well, Eric was like an uncle to him. They were
Like
pretty
I said.
close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Wife, I don't know, Diana or Diane?
Well, Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
So Diane with an E. I'm checking it because if I type it wrong, I won't get a hit. Diane. Yeah, we have more.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
So she also worked at the Rock. Is that how she met? What's his name again? Simon?
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time. You must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Do we even know her name? I don't think we do, right? She's definitely the murderer, though. I think.
Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diana's a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off CFAX, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
Do I need to look that up, what you said, that Lloyd bit?
Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diana's a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off CFAX, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
Why would you speak about that when your hubby or whatever it is missing? That's very weird.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
Perfectionist. Can I Google or search guitar? Since she's holding one? Yes.
No. No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
So now she's speaking about him in past tense. So this is, I'm not, maybe I should look at the date as well. I'm not doing that at all.
Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
Right, so her guitar, we already knew that. What about this one? Is she gonna play?
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay. Probably needs tuning. No, it's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street. Sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain, but he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain, with a pretty little face and her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she
That's not normal. You're being interrogated by cops and you're singing a song like this. Should we also Google Lloyd Grossman? Let me see if I'm spelling it correctly. Where did I write it down? I think like this. No. Glasgow maybe. She was mentioning that she was there. Yep. Also, she's wearing a different... Maybe I should look at the clothing as well, because it's probably all the same day, right? Did I make a timeline? Gee, maybe that's smart. So let me see. This is the 27th of June. She's wearing orange.
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep.
I wonder if I change this, will the videos be better? Let me see.
Yes.
Nope. Bit.
I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
Simon from payphone, which is also suspicious because you can't track a payphone. Or
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
wait, was someone laughing? Glasgow deserted. Probably the question was, did anyone see you? I think. What I want to say is that you can't check phone records from a payphone, right?
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Right. So let's search for hospital. We have new ones and we also have orange, and this is, wait, let me see. July 2nd, she's wearing blue. I'm just running that down, but we're gonna start with the other one.
Ask the hospital.
Ask hospital what? This is later.
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital?
In Glasgow when killed. So July 2nd, she knows he's killed. He's been killed, and before she didn't. Let me see, what else? Something about a watch also, she said. Yes, and we have the 25th of June, so that's earlier. She's wearing light blue. Well, at least we know she's not spending the night.
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
All right, this is the 30th of June. Let me see if I can make sense of it a bit. And she's wearing blue with flowers, it looks like. I'm not sure.
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach and I held her head under and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up afterwards. It was a love-hate relationship.
Is that a sister? She's also singing that song about the one sister drowning the other one. Isn't that too much of a coincidence? This is July 3rd. And she's wearing what? White. Like the innocent woman she supposedly is, but not really.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
She's confessing. But wait, to what? And my music changed. Is that the game? Wait, what? Body. So July 3rd, she's confessing. But am I done? I'm not sure. So let me see. Orange is June 27th. She is still claiming she's innocent.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
Right, she found the body, she says, but you also made it a body?
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed and that's when I called the police.
Wait, what body? So this is June, 27th of June.
His body, it didn't look real. And his throat, it looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. doesn't always work.
Thank you for watching. Curious what happens next? Subscribe to my page so you don't miss anything.